What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you yet another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today. And today's opponent's going to be Alain, or Alain if he's French. Not sure exactly how you're supposed to say that. But nonetheless, moving on, let's take a look at the teams. And on his side, it looks like he is bringing some powerful threats here with Jirachi, Conkeldurr, Manectric, which is probably going to be Mega Manectric, Shaman, Cobalion, and Darmanitan. And my team looks like shit compared to this one. With Tyrantrum, Choice Specs, Jolteon, I've got Greninja here, Mega Lucario, Reuniclus, and Jellicent. So, yeah, I'm not looking so good, and my team does not match up very well against Alain's, or Alain's, or whatever. So let's just get right into it, and hopefully I don't get, like, 4 or 5-0'd here. So he's going to start off with Darmanitan. Oh, look, it's shiny. How pretty is that? He's very velvety. I'm going to start off with my Tyrantrum, and obviously he's going to go straight for the U-turn here. And I'm guessing he's either going to be Choice Banded or Choice Scarfed. Judging by how much damage that did, I would have to say that he's Choice Scarfed. He's going to bring in Cobalion now. Shiny Cobalion, of course. And I'm going to go straight for the Rock Polish to, you know, boost my speed, all that stuff. My speed is doubled now, so I should be able to outspeed Cobalion for sure. And I do. Go for the Stealth Rocks there, get them set up, and all that stuff. And now he's going to go for the Thunder Wave, which is a good move on his part, and it pretty much gets rid of the Rock Polish that I just set up. And now he's going to go for the Stealth Rock, so we both have rocks up, and that's great. I don't really have anything that's terribly weak to rocks, so I'm not that worried about it. I do have Fire Fang on this Tyrantrum. It's boosted by Strong Jaw, and I get the burn on the first turn. How about that? Doesn't happen often, but it's happened quite a few times just recently. So maybe my luck is turning around or something. I don't know. So it looks like it's going to be a 3-hit KO. And he has Hidden Power, something that's going to be super effective. Obviously, it's not Fighting or Steel. It's probably, I don't know, Ice maybe? Who knows? So I'm going to go for another Fire Fang there, and it still doesn't kill him. And with the Leftovers Recovery, or even without the Leftovers Recovery, the burn damage is not going to be enough to take out Cobalion. So he's going to live to see one more turn at least. And there's nothing I can really do about it. It looks like he has the Volt Switch here. So this is an interesting Cobalion set with Volt Switch and Thunder Wave, Stealth Rock. Just kind of strange, that's all. And Hidden Power. Darmanitan is going to come back in now, and he can pretty much just finish me off. And he's going to take some damage from Stealth Rock, which is fine as I go for the Fire Fang, so he's pretty safe to switch in here. And yeah, he doesn't take that much. He's down to about half health, but he can nail me with a superpower, and since I'm down to about half health as well, that superpower is going to be more than enough to get rid of Tyrantrum. So I guess that's okay, though, because really all I wanted to do is set up Stealth Rocks. That's really the only thing I cared about. So he did a lot more than that. He really wore down that Cobalion, and that thing's pretty much dead and useless for the rest of the match. So he's going to switch out Darmanitan now and bring in Conkeldurr. And this thing is just, I don't know, it's a beast on the physical side. I'm going to go for the Scald. And it doesn't really do any damage at all. He might be running Assault Vest here. I'm not entirely sure. And I'm also not sure if he's going to be a Gut set or if he's going to have Sheer Force. I'm going to take a chance here. It's a little bit of a risky play and go for Will-O-Wisp and hope that he has Sheer Force. He's going to go for the knockoff, and that just absolutely annihilates Jellicent. Thankfully, Cursed Body activates and disables knockoff, but it's not really worth losing Jellicent. I knock off his leftover, so he's not Assault Vest. And yeah, so at least I know what ability he has now. So now I'll go into Reuniclus. I'm safe from worrying about knockoff, so it's a pretty decent bet that I'll be fine switching into Reuniclus here. So he's going to bring in Jirachi to take the Psyshock, and that's not going to do any damage whatsoever to Jirachi. Jirachi is just so incredibly bulky, not to mention annoying, and I have no idea how I'm going to get rid of this thing. I have nothing on my team that can take care of it. So he's going to go straight for the Iron Head. He's faster than me, and with the Serene Grace, which doubles the effect, or added effects of moves, such as Iron Head's 20% chance of causing a flinch. So it's more like a 40% chance, or it might be 30. If that's the case, if it's naturally 30%, then it's 60%. But 40 and 60% are both incredibly high, just to cause a flinch. So I'm going to go for the Calm Mind here, just to get my special attack up a little bit, because right now, as it stands, I can't do anything to Jirachi. So I'm paralyzed, and that sucks. He could just, you know, between that and Iron Head, if he just kept using Iron Head and spamming it, I don't think I could do anything. I really thought he would try to pass his wish here, but he doesn't. I thought he might switch into Cobalion to get the wish, but he doesn't. He just stays in, trying to heal himself, I guess. Maybe he expected Focus Blast was coming, but he stays in, so Psyshock didn't do anything. Now he's going to go for the U-turn, and that does some pretty decent damage. It's super effective. And he's going to go back into Conkeldurr. And I don't know why he did this, because I knew he was going to switch one of the 2 turns. And so I just went for Psyshock again. Maybe he thought I might try a recover there on the switch, but no, I go for the Psyshock. And that's going to finish off Conkeldurr, which is awesome, because having him burned is just nothing but trouble, especially if it was carrying Mach Punch. I could have been in a lot of trouble there, so I got lucky that that worked out. He's going to bring in Darmanitan, which takes a lot more damage from Stealth Rock, so he can pretty much only do 1 Flare Blitz, and he's going to be way faster than Reuniclus, a paralyzed Reuniclus. He would have been way faster than Reuniclus regardless, but because I have so much HP, the recoil from Flare Blitz is going to take out Darmanitan, so I'm in pretty good shape here. And out comes the Manectric. I know this is going to be Mega Manectric, so I'm going to bring out Shinobi, my beautiful, shiny Greninja. Haven't used him in a while. So, yeah, first thing he's going to do, obviously, is going to be to Mega Evolve. I'm guessing he's going to probably try to, like, Volt Switch or something. Keeping Manectric alive and intimidating as he comes in, you know, switches in and out, is going to be key here. So I'm just going to go for the U-turn. He might try to Volt Switch, so I don't want to have to take that. Even though I might, you know, change my type with Protean, doesn't really matter. Greninja is just so frail that he would probably almost die anyway. I'm going to go into my Jolteon to hopefully take whatever electric type move he throws my way. He ends up going for a Volt Switch, and that's going to restore all the damage that I took from Stealth Rock. And now he's going to go for Flamethrower, and that doesn't look like it's going to be quite a 2-hit KO, so that's awesome. And I go for the Shadow Ball. I really thought that would kill him, but it doesn't. You know, especially because it was Choice Specs. But another Shadow Ball is going to finish off Mega Manectric, so this thing really didn't do that much damage to me at all. And that's, you know, great news. Out comes Shaman, and the 2 Pokemon I'm worried about most here are Jirachi and Shaman. And it looks like those 2 are going to be the ones that are left. There's still Cobalion, but he can't really do much. So I'm going to go for Shadow Ball, and that does okay damage. And now he's going to go for an Earth Power, and yeah, that was pretty obvious. He could have went for any move there. You know, I only had 20-something HP. It turns out that this Shaman is also Life Orb, so this thing's going to be dealing a lot of damage if I don't get rid of it quickly. So out comes Shinobi, and I can go for an Ice Beam and kill him off here if he doesn't switch, but he decides to switch and send out Cobalion, and, you know, that's a good move on his part. You know, get the, whatchamacallit, Death Fodder. That's what I was looking for, Death Fodder. He's going to use Cobalion as Death Fodder. And yeah, it was a good idea, because now he can get a safe switch into Jirachi, and Jirachi can just own me pretty much. So I just have such a hard time with Paraflinchers like Togekiss and Jirachi. I hate both of them. I hate both of them so much. So I'm going to go straight for the Dark Pulse here to get some damage on this thing, because other than that, I don't really know what I can do to him, like I said. And it's going to be a 2-hit KO, but he's going to go for the Thunder Wave. And that's bad news. Bad news. Now Greninja is pretty much just crippled. And yeah, there's not really anything I can do about it. So he's going to get a little bit of health back with his leftovers. He's going to outspeed me now because of the paralysis. Go for the Iron Head. And I would have had a chance to take this Jirachi out. But no, I get flinched. Arg. Arg, arg, arg. So he goes for Wish here, and I'm like, that is amazing, because now I can take him out. All I have to do is attack, but no, I'm paralyzed and can't move. All the odds are against me right now. Why do you want me to lose, game? And now he's just going to be able to go for the Iron Head, and on top of that, he's going to receive his own Wish and go all the way back to full health. So it's basically like I did absolutely nothing to him. And that's just absolutely awful. So I'm going to have to go into my Calpe now. My Lucario, who barely takes anything from Stealth Rock because he quad resists it, which is awesome. And the first thing I'm going to do here, obviously, is going to be to Mega Evolve. And what needs to happen here is I need to set up at least a couple of Swords Dances. So I'm going to go for Swords Dance right off the bat here. And he's going to Thunder Wave me. And I figured that was coming, but I can't get away from it. There's nothing that I can switch in to take it. I don't have a Cleric on my team, you know, with Aromatherapy or Heal Bell to get rid of it. I'm just going to have to rely on the Crunch here. And thankfully, because of the Steel nerf, Jirachi's going to be weak to it. And somehow he survives a +2 Crunch. That's super effective. I don't know how he survived it, but he did, barely. And I'm going to go for a Bullet Punch. Thankfully, I was not paralyzed. I was really thinking that one of those 2 turns I was going to be paralyzed and not able to move. Didn't happen there. Jirachi goes down. Out comes Shaman. And this is really coming down to the wire here. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to attack with Bullet Punch, and I am. And Shaman goes down. Finally. My goodness. Goodbye. Get out of here. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that match. So it really came down to the wire there. And if I was paralyzed and couldn't move any one of those turns, I would have pretty much been dead. Shaman could have went for the Earth Power, just knocked me out in one hit. And Jirachi would have ended up getting his own Wish if I was paralyzed and couldn't move. So close, close, close match. 1-0. Barely won, and honestly, I think he had the much better team, so I'm very grateful that I was able to pull that one out of my ass, pretty much. But I would love a rematch, definitely. I definitely want to fight this guy again, because if I bring a better team, I think it would be a little bit more interesting in the early going. But that's that. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this battle, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to leave a like on this video. It helps out a lot. A lot. Mucho help. Mucho help. But I will see you guys next time. Game on.